My goal with magic is to connect people. It's not just about me or my tricks. It's about you. So I'll tell you my stories, and I want to hear yours. And along the way, I'll show you handcrafted mysteries.
Thank you all for being here. We're going to get started, but before we can go any further, I need everybody to do me a quick favor. I need you all to think about a gift that you have received at some point in your life. Okay, I'm talking about a tangible gift, so not like, salvation or your kids or something. A tangible physical gift that you have received at some point in your life, all right? Now, a couple of caveats here. One, it should be something we would all be familiar with, like immediately familiar with. If you said it, we all know what that is, right? But do try to keep it pretty specific to you. I don't want to have multiple people thinking of the same gift today. But again, don't be so specific that we don't know what it is, right? I've had people write like red Hot Wheel. That's fine. Some people write stuff like red Hot Wheel with blue flames from 1964, which is a convertible. Like, that's just too much. Just keep it simple. Everybody clear on that? Yes. Everybody have a gift in mind? Yeah. All right. Don't act just yet, but you all have an envelope attached to your chairs. Inside that envelope is a piece of paper folded up. It's got a line on it for you to write down that gift. So go ahead and reach down, pull that out. I hope you all have pens. You can write down that gift. Please do not write your names. If you write your names, the whole night is pointless. So just write down the gift on that line. When you're done with that, you can fold it up, put it inside this jar over here. Yeah, it should be like on the leg. Just a piece of paper in there. So you don't need the envelope. You can just write it on the piece of paper, then take the piece of paper, fold it up, put it inside that jar over there. When everybody has done that, we will continue with the show. You can do that whenever you're ready. All right, well, when I think of a bonfire, I think of a group of people getting to know each other on a summer night, and that's what I want this show to be. So throughout the course of the show, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, and I'm going to try to learn a little bit about everyone here. A moment ago, I asked you all to think about a gift that you've received at some point in your life. You wrote it down and put it inside that jar. I have a theory, which is based on almost nothing, that you can learn a lot about a person just using their answer to that question. So throughout the course of the show, I'm going to go through these gifts and try to figure out who wrote what. For instance, we've got, this is a Bible. Very nice. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to try to learn whose this is. Man, the masks make it hard. The lights make it hard. But I'm going to say, Michael, is this yours? You write Bible?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
All right, cool. It's one down. Like 19 to go, so, keep that enthusiasm up. Got a bit of a ways to go. Let's see, let me get let's see, we've got, this is a necklace This is written in very nice, like cursive. I feel like that's pretty indicative. Jenny, is this yours? Yeah? All right, cool. Do you still have the necklace?
I sure do.
All right, cool. Let's see, this one says a pen set. This is difficult with the masks, but I at least need to see your eyes. A pen set. I think this is also someone around here. Is this yours, a pen set? Yes? Okay. All right. Let's see. We've got an engagement ring. Very nice gift. I'm going to say in the middle. Did you write an engagement ring? Yeah. Yes? Okay. We'll do a couple more and then we'll move on. I know it's getting more exciting every time. Strap in, guys. Let's see. This one is hiking socks. Not even sure what that is. Kylie, is this yours?
It is.
Yes? Okay.
And they're just socks for hiking.
Right on. So you get the idea. We're going to go through these, and I'm going to try to figure out who wrote what. Cool? But for now, I want to tell you about the time I fell in a fire pit. Seems fitting tonight. I was about 7 years old, and this was at a time when my family used to like to pretend to camp, which is to say that we would go to a man-made campground and we would put up a tent and eat fast food. We would pretend to camp. And there was one time in particular where my mom wanted to throw a party. So she invited a bunch of friends. She let me and my brothers invite some friends. And what ended up happening was we had two parties happening simultaneously. There was the adult party with my mom and her friends, and they had a fire pit going with a normal, modestly sized fire going on in it. Immediately adjacent to that was the kids' party with me and my brothers. I think our cousins were there. We had some friends. We were unsupervised. We had our own fire pit. And in our fire pit, we put this log that we had found earlier that day that was like 4 feet long, and it like stuck out at like a 30-degree angle. And it was engulfed in flames, okay? I fell in the adult fire pit, which is why I'm still alive today. I don't really remember what happened. I think I was like spinning in circles, like talking to my mom, doing whatever 7-year-olds do. And I fell in the fire pit, right? I got a 2nd-degree burn on my arm, and my mom did the only fire safety measure that she knew, which was stop, drop, and roll. We were on top of a hill. She threw me down a hill, okay? She tells that story a little differently, by the way. She's much more heroic in her version. This is my show. I'll tell it how I want. She threw me down a hill. I'm telling you all this to let you know that this makes me a little bit nervous, but I am facing my fears tonight, and I'm willing to risk being burned for your entertainment. Yeah. Not necessarily on my arm, though. This is my driver's license. Yes, it is my real, actual driver's license, one of a kind. I think we can all agree that if anything were to happen to my driver's license tonight, I'm going to be very inconvenienced for about a week, probably. I'm going to have to go to the DMV. I don't want to do that. But whether or not anything happens to my driver's license tonight is not up to me. It's up to all of you. I'll explain, but first we need to make this specific to tonight. So I put a Post-it note on here. I'm going to write down a word that you can all come up with just to make sure I don't have a bunch of duplicates of my driver's license for this. Somebody shout out a word. Random word.
COVID.
COVID. Perfect. Give me another word. Pickles. Pickles? COVID pickles. Okay. we can all agree I could not have come up with COVID pickles before you got here. Fair? All right, so again, this is just to ensure I don't have a bunch of copies of my driver's license or things that look like my driver's license. This is gonna go inside an envelope. This envelope looks an awful lot like these envelopes, and they will all be mixed up. 6 envelopes in total. They will all be mixed. One of them contains my driver's license, the others contain nothing. All right, we're all on the same page there? Now again, whether or not anything happens to my driver's license tonight is not up to me, it's up to all of you. Again, we've got 6 envelopes total. So you can see them all now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right here, you give me a number between 1 and 6? 3. All right, so that's 1, that's 2, that is 3. 1 out of 6 shot that this contains my driver's license. We've got 5 more. Let's see, somebody over here. Would you give me a number between 1 and 5? 5? All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 on the end. What was the other number you said? 2? Okay, we'll get rid of 2 as well. That's 1, that's 2. That one felt a little thick. We've got 3 more. Let's get somebody in the back. Eric, give me a number, 1 through 3. 3. 2 left. 50-50 shot. Would you give me a number between 1 and 2? 1? All right. This one right here. We've eliminated 5 envelopes. We're left with just 1. Feels a little light. We'll give it a shot anyway. Inside is my driver's license with COVID pickles. It's safe again. Let's get back to these. Now, earlier when I was going through these, I was pulling out a paper, reading it out loud, and then deciding whose it was, right? And I feel like a lot of people might think that all I'm doing is reading it out loud and then waiting for somebody to sort of have a response, like in your face or something. To prove that that's not the case, this time I will commit to a person and then I'll read it out loud, all right? Okay, I'm actually not even sure what this is, but I'm gonna say, I think this is yours on the end. All right, I think this is yours. I'm gonna commit to this. Were you thinking of a driver?
Yeah.
All right, thumbs up on that, yeah? All right. Do a few more like that. Again, not quite sure what this is, but I'm gonna say this is somebody. I think this is David. Have I done yours yet? Were you thinking of a police coin? Yeah? All right. Hey, you. Okay, I'm gonna say this one's kind of, again, some of them you can sort of make guesses. Abby, were you thinking of a fuzzy blanket?
I was.
All right. It's a good gift. Huh. Not sure on this one. Not sure on this one. Don't worry about it.
Been your family.
Might have been. Let's see. This is, wow, a lot of these, I don't know what they are. I think this is maybe somebody over here. Okay, I'm gonna say, Donovan, have I said yours yet? And have I said yours yet? No? Okay, I think this is yours or yours, okay? I'm not certain, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit on this one. I'm gonna ask you an unrelated question to figure out whose it is, all right? Fair? Fair. Same question to both of you. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? You do? You do too? Okay. Doesn't help me a whole lot. Another unrelated question. Elvis or the Beatles? Beatles. Beatles? Also Beatles. Wow, okay. Doesn't help me. Well, you're both correct, so that's something. I don't know, favorite color? Green? Green? Oh my gosh. What did I say? You guys are very similar. Okay, man, I don't know, favorite, give me something, Mark. Like the season of the year.
Go with spring.
Spring?
Summer.
Summer, okay. You're not just saying that to be different from his? I do think this is yours though. Were you thinking of CSUSB clothing?
Yes.
Okay, we got there. Okay, this, don't know. Let me do one more. I'll try to bring it back and then we'll move on. Okay, this is, I think, all right. I think this is yours right here. Were you thinking Servite High School baseball cap? Yes, yeah, all right. Are you wearing it now?
Different cap.
Oh, okay, different cap. You didn't want to make it too easy for me. All right, cool. We'll get to the rest of these later. You know, one of the things that makes this difficult for me is because I, by nature, am a very indecisive person. I tend to get sort of caught in my own head, and I get what some people call analysis paralysis. You've got so many options in front of you that you just sort of freeze up. I distinctly remember a time as a kid going to Toys R Us. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. I remember going and being told that I could have any one item in the store with a value of up to $100. It's a lot of money at Toys R Us. However, I could only have one item, right? And so I remember we must have been there like all day, and I was just like stuck, like going through the aisles. I could not pick something. I ended up going with a Lego set, which was on brand for me at 11 years old. Still on brand for me now to buy a Lego set. But I distinctly remember this Lego set cost $15, a mere 15% of my budget. And I spent like the rest of the day just thinking of all the other toys I could have gotten instead of just enjoying the Lego set. Yeah? Is that sort of like, anybody else ever feel like that? Does that sort of resonate with anybody? Yeah? In the back? All right. Is it Misha back there? Oh, hey. Misha, you want to help me out with something?
Oh,
Yeah? All right. I'm going to give you the stage in a moment, Misha, all right? I'm gonna walk on the other side and then you're gonna come up here. Cool? All right, so what I have over here is an antique wooden box. Inside this box is my worst fear and yours, Misha. It's a choice. I put a bunch of rings in there that I also found at the antique store. They're all completely different. Actually, they might be a little hard to find in this, to see in this light, but they're all totally different. Would you mind approaching the box for us? Give it up for Misha, everybody. I'm gonna give you the stage. All right, go ahead and approach the box. Don't touch anything just yet. But first, can you just verify for us that there's a bunch of rings in there, they're all totally different from each other?
They are totally different.
All right. In a moment, you're gonna pick one of those, Misha. The way that you're gonna do that, you're just gonna reach down into the box, you're gonna pull one out, and once you pull it out, there's no going back, all right? There's no change in your mind, all right? So on the count of 3, you're just gonna reach down and you're gonna pick one of those up, all right? Any one that you want. And don't let me like influence you in any way. Don't make it, don't feel like you have to pick like the blue flower or something like that. You don't have to pick the blue flower, okay? Anyone that you want on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Just pick one up. All right. Now, can you actually just describe like the face of that ring to us?
Like hearts on hearts on hearts.
Hearts on hearts.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that ring. Is it a specific color or something?
Silver.
Okay. Just the face of it.
Got stones. And a heart.
Oh, is there like one like prominent stone in it?
No.
Oh, okay. There's no like face of it with like a color or anything?
No.
Okay.
Pick the wrong person.
No, that's all right. They're all totally different. I just want to make sure that your sort of description of the ring matches mine, okay? So can we see just the face of it? What do you got? Oh, it's a tiara.
Oh.
That's what it is. Okay. Just making sure. All right, so you picked the tiara. It's very interesting that you chose that, Misha. Because earlier I also committed to a ring. Just one of those earlier. And just like you, I pulled it out of the box. And then I took a piece of paper and I wrote something down, folded it up, put it inside the only other compartment of that box. Would you please slowly just slide open that big drawer on the bottom? You can put the ring back.
I like it.
We can talk later. We'll figure out something. Just slide open that drawer. Is there something in there? Just one thing? All right, would you sort of take the center stage here and just read that out to us, what that says? One more time, you chose which ring?
The tiara.
The tiara. And what does that paper say?
It says tiara.
All right, Misha, everybody.
Go throw it in the fire.
You can, yeah. All right, thank you. One more time for Misha. Let's get back to these. I want to do this a little bit differently this time. I feel like I haven't challenged myself enough. So before I read this, I think this is yours on the end. I have not read it yet, but I think this is yours. What was your name?
Brian.
Brian, I think this is yours. I'm gonna read this out. Were you thinking of a bike, like a beach bike?
Yes, I was.
All right, cool. Right on. Let's try again. All right, without reading this, I think that this is yours. Were you thinking of a ping pong paddle? Yes? Yeah. All right. Ping pong paddle. Teresa, I think this is yours. Without reading it. Were you thinking of a car? All right, Teresa, everybody. A car, yeah? Yeah, a car. Not a specific car, just, do you still have it?
No.
Okay. Right on. All right, let me do one more like this. I think this is yours. No, I think I've done yours, right? This is yours. Donovan, were you thinking of a custom jersey? Yes? All right. Custom jersey. What team?
Patriots.
Patriots. All right, right on. I don't know anything about sports. Nice. All right, like I said, we'll get to the rest of those later. Yeah. One of the things that has been sort of keeping me sane lately has been films. I've been watching a lot of films lately, trying to watch all of like the classic, critically acclaimed films, and just sort of appreciate film more. I've learned that the first thing you need to do if you want to be an appreciator of film is you need to call them films instead of movies. So I got that going for me. You know what I'm talking about. So I've been seeing a lot of classics like Citizen Kane, Sunset Boulevard, Dude, Where's My Car? Only the classics. I've been watching some existential films like
Seventh Seal.
Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked. You know it's good if it's got a pun in the title. But I think what is really just important is a great story for me, right? And I think that a lot of magic tricks have the same flow or the same format as a lot of great stories. And so I thought I'd highlight that with a version of a card trick that you've probably all seen before. The trick where the magician writes down a prediction of something that he thinks is going to happen in the future. Then he has somebody pick a card. And then they name the card. And the named card matches their prediction. Crowd goes wild, that's the trick. This is my version of that. And like I said, I'm going to try to stay within the structure of stories that we all learned in school. All right? So let's see. First I need to make my prediction. Again, this is something I think is going to happen in the near future. Pardon my handwriting on that. Now I need a playing card, and I don't want it to seem like I'm forcing that card in any way. Of course I am, but I don't want it to seem that way. So I'm going to have 3 people come up with a playing card together, starting right here. We're creating a playing card. That can be a black card or a red card. It's up to you.
Black card.
A black card? All right. Go ahead and point to someone else in the audience, maybe someone you don't know. All right, right over here. You said a black playing card? It can be a spade or a club. It's up to you. What's our card?
Am I telling you?
Yeah,
Spade.
a spade. All right, go ahead and point to someone else here, and then we'll get our value right over here. You said a spade? All right, that can be anything from the ace spades. It's up to you. What is our playing card?
3.
The 3 of spades. All right. This is sort of the exposition of our story. Exposition is the beginning. It's the part of the story where the characters are introduced and the plot is sort of roughly outlined. Other than that, not a whole lot happens. That's where we are now. All that's happened so far is I wrote down my prediction, and 3 people came up with a playing card together. One more time, that card was, everyone? 3 of spades. Now it's time for me to show my prediction of what I wrote before you came up with that playing card. I wrote 21. This is the rising action to our story. Rising action is the part of the story where our hero, me, runs into some obstacles on the way to achieving his goal. There's a deck of cards that's been sitting over there since the beginning of the show, and it's part of the climax to our story. So if I were to take off this first card, that's 1. And that's 2. That's 3. Want to count with me? That's 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is the 21st card from the top right here. Let's recap our story. We had the exposition. I wrote down a prediction, and then 3 people came up with a playing card together, and the card was 3 of spades. Then we had the rising action. I showed my prediction, and the prediction was 21. Then we had the climax. We dealt down to the 21st card from the top. This is our resolution, the 21st card from the top. 3 of spades. There's a few more of these. I skipped one, first of all. If I haven't named yours yet, please stand up. Oh, I didn't get anybody over there. All right. I'm going to see if I can remember which one each of you was thinking of. If I call yours, please just sit down, okay? Yours was a 3-wick candle. All right. Yours was like a hand drill. Yeah? Was yours a Lego set? All right. We have something in common. I have no idea what yours is. Okay. Yours. Is yours a purse? Okay. I have no idea what yours is. Did I get everyone else? Yeah? Everyone else has had theirs called today? I have no idea what yours is. What were you thinking of?
Bike.
A bike. I was not going to get that. All right, you can take a seat. Thanks. Right on. Well, that's the show. Thanks for coming to Bonfire. Wish I had ended on like a higher note there. But thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. I feel like there's like an air of. I feel like I need to make this right. You said you were thinking of a bike?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even remember seeing bike. You had a bike, but I don't remember seeing another bike. And you wrote it down and put it in the jar?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can maybe find your paper. Okay, I think this is the remnants of your paper. Let me try something. One more time. What were you thinking of?
Bike.
A bike. A bike? Yes? All right. Let me get a view of that. That really is the end. Thank you all for coming. I enjoyed getting to know you all tonight. I hope you had a good time. Thank you again for coming out. One more time for Mark Gibson. And for Mandy. Mandy does a ton behind the scenes. Give it up for Mandy. And have a good night. Thanks.